Thanks. Caps off. I'm not sure it's getting ready to happen, but that is not the first thing I want anyone to notice about me, is me in a cap.
Well, we were talking this morning about what women notice about men. Ashley, what do you think what do you notice about men first?
When I meet someone first, actually Mark's got it. The smile. The smile is the first thing that catches my attention. Absolutely.
Not the eyes?
The eyes work, but I would say that's if the person's not smiling. So if the person's smiling, that's the first thing that draws my attention. I don't know about that.
We're so confused. Conflicting information.
Again, if their teeth come out, you focus on their eyes. And then you focus on their wallet after that.
Whoa. Wow.
I don't know about that, Jeff.
Somebody said it. Okay.
But that's only if their teeth come out at night, like the stars. That's how it works. What's the first thing you notice about a man?
Oh, confidence.
Dry and secure.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you're sure.
Raise your hand if you're sure.
That's how that works. We found a survey that says men believe that the first thing that gets them noticed by a woman is none other than their phone. Do women really pay attention to this?
I disagree.
I disagree too. I don't think so.
60% of men think, hey, she's checking out my phone.
Well, I know
some
women will look at a man's wristwatch, you know, if they got an expensive Rolex on or something like that.
Yeah, gold digger. Exactly how that works.
It's like noticing the wallet.
Yeah, look at the size of his credit check over there. That's how it works. All right, thank you, guys. We're going to take it from here. We want to throw it out there.
We want to know, what's the first thing you notice about the opposite sex? Let us know on Facebook or Twitter at SALiveKSAT, and we'll air some of your comments later on in the show.
You know, it is about the moneymaker.
Yes, it is about the moneymaker. Are you ready to help
I don't know why I get drug into this.
Oh, come on.
What are we doing?
All right, well, Michelle Blash is here from, of course, the Windflower, thank you, over there at the Hyatt Hill Country Resort and Spa, and we are going to do a do-it-yourself facial with ingredients that you have in your home that give the same benefits as a professional facial.
And this is a professional facial.
Would you like to put that
on? Sure.
Okay, let's protect my wardrobe.
Yes. Let me crown you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, all I need now is my moo-moo. Just let me put this. Y'all go ahead and
it's tied.
This is rigged.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I don't want to mess up my clothes.
There you go.
You guys do this on a regular basis, right?
We do. We have 21 treatment rooms over there at the Hyatt Regency Hill Country. We welcome all hotel guests and local guests. We have wonderful packages for locals, so come out and visit us. But we're going to start and show you what you can do at home if you don't have time to come to the spa. Brianna, you want to be my assistant?
Okay.
All right, awesome. So there's 3 ingredients you can get out of your kitchen pantry or your fridge. First we're going to start with is Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt, okay.
Do you know the benefits of yogurt for your skin? You're just going to put a spoonful in that bowl.
Just a spoonful right here.
So yogurt's really good for exfoliating the skin. It has lactic acid in it. Don't be afraid of the lactic acid. It's actually going to remove dead skin cells from your face and make you look luminous and glowing.
Okay.
The next you're going to do is we're going to use just raw honey. You're going to want to use raw honey instead of the store-bought honey, because raw honey has all of the nice ingredients you need for it to reduce redness and inflammation in the skin. It also is going to help lock in that moisture from that yogurt we're about to put on your face.
So honey can take away puffiness?
Puffiness, yes, it can. So if you're drinking red wine the night before, you're going to want to save just a drop. This is much more than what you would actually need in your face mask. Just a touch. And that's just going to add the wonderful key of anti-aging. So red wine has resveratrols in it, and that is to reduce the fine lines and wrinkles on your face.
So aging like a fine wine is like aging backwards.
It's aging backwards. It's the fountain of youth, actually. So we're going to mix that all together, and the great thing about it is that once you put it on your face, if you get hungry, you can eat it off your face, too.
Yeah, don't be around animals while you're doing this, okay? but you have yogurt, you have natural honey, and red wine.
And red wine.
And
just a little.
Anybody can do this at home.
Anybody can do this at home, and it's pretty much just a tablespoon of the yogurt, a tablespoon of the honey, and then just a dash of the red wine. And then what the next part comes apart, you've got to place the cucumbers on your eyelids so you can reduce any of the puffiness you had from the night before. There we go.
Does this really work?
You can even poke holes in the middle of it if you need to watch out for the kids in the other room, because mom needs some time to pamper herself, right? And then you're going to take a brush. Well, I have a fancy spa brush.
Oh, here we go.
But you can also use one of those makeup removers that you have at home in your wonderful bathroom pantry. And then you're just going to want to slop it on hard and heavy.
Wait a minute. Wait,
How does it feel?
I can't see a thing, and it tickles.
And once you have the mask completely on, you're going to want to let it sit for 20 minutes.
No.
And as it's sitting for the 20 minutes, it will harden on your skin. And then you can remove it, and it will feel wonderful. Your skin will be soft and supple.
I know who's doing this.
But, Jeff, afterward, your skin's going to be luminously bright.
I know, and I'm going to smell like a yogurt sandwich.
It's okay.
Beauty
That's the first thing I notice about a man, if they smell like yogurt.
Yeah, that is not a scent.
It's the combination of, like, last night's drinking and the morning breakfast.
Give me a cucumber so I can dip. So I can eat this. Just wipe that off.
There you go. I don't know how good that's going to taste.
That tastes pretty good.
Now, speaking of wine, you guys have the Unwind event coming up.
We do. Thank you, Fiona. We have the Unwind event. It's starting on, actually, St. Patrick's Day. So the day of drinking, we're going to have drinking at the spa. We're going to have the Unwind event where our locals are invited to come from 4 until 6. And at 6 o'clock, we're going to start our yoga. The yoga is going to go from 6 to 7. And then afterwards, we'll have wonderful drinks and food for all of our guests.
Wow. How much does it cost?
It's $20.
$20, that's it?
That's it. And we're going to have it
Yoga and wine for $20?
Yoga, wine, and food. And you also have steam room, sauna, whirlpool to enjoy. We can just roll out the red carpet. It's every other Thursday until September.
All right. Listen, this was free. I feel sure that event is well worth it.
This is the reason why you want to go to a spa, right?
Yeah, well, I need a professional.
It looks a lot more drippy on TV than it does at home.
Well, that
Drippy or trippy?
Oh, it's trippy, all right.
All right, once again, Unwind Yoga Happy Hour, of course, at the Windflower will happen from 6 to 8 every other Thursday, kicking off on Thursday, March 17th, and running through September 1st. For more information, just head to our website, salive.com.
Here, ladies, have a treat. There you go. All right.
I'll dip off you.
Thank you so much. So I had the opportunity the other day to go out and hang out with Gordon Hartman. He has so many, and I have no credibility right now whatsoever, but he is such a great guy, and he is creating some new and exciting things, an all-inclusive water park at Morgan's Wonderland. And I got a chance to get the first look at the plans, go inside and see what's happening, including a new ride out there in Wonderland, Texas. Watch.
Well, there's a lot of new things at Morgan's Wonderland. The main thing is that we continue to get new volunteers and new people who want to be involved in what we're doing here. You know, Morgan's, when you think about it, we're getting ready to start our 7th season, which is unbelievable. We finished 6 years now. And every year it gets a little better. We're always adding new programs. We always are adding new things that are coming on this year. We're adding Whirling Wonder, which is a new 5.5-story Ferris wheel. It is wheelchair accessible, and it will overlook our 8-acre lake, and so it's just absolutely beautiful. And then what we're working on, as you can see in the background, is our new Morgan's Inspiration Island, which won't be ready till 17, because I got about 5 miles of pipe to put in the ground still, but once we get all that done, we'll be ready for that. So a lot is always going on here.
And we talk about the park and we talk about Inspiration Island, it's about inclusion.
It's all about inclusion. You know, that's the beauty of Morgan's Wonderland and what we do here and all the programs that we have. Everyone who has special needs comes here, gets in free, is able to participate and be involved in everything. But what also happens is people who don't have special needs come in, and everyone has enjoyment and play and learning together. And at first, a lot of people didn't really understand what Morgan's Wonderland was all about. What do you mean? Well, the thing is that a lot of the folks who have special needs want to participate. And many of those people have never had some of the opportunities to ever go on a swing and swing, never had an opportunity to go and catch a fish. All those things that you can do here, get on an off-road adventure ride. All those things are, whether you have a physical special need, a cognitive special need, hearing impairment, visual impairment, you do it right with your friends who may not have any need in that respect. And that's the beauty of what goes on here. And our job here is not just to be about this park and the rides, but to develop a culture of inclusion. And I think we're doing that every day. So the addition of Morgan's Inspiration Island, she is someone who loves water. And that's kind of how this whole process started, is through water, because Morgan and I were in a pool together back in 2006. And Morgan simply wanted to play with some other children at the other end of the pool. And as she got closer to them, and she knocked the ball because she couldn't say, hey, I want to play, they grabbed the ball and got out of the pool. And watching that is what was somewhat of the whole process that began. Okay, where do we take Morgan where she can have that integration? We found there was no place like Morgan's Wonderland, and that's when this community, this state, and people from around this country came together and said, let's build a Morgan's Wonderland. Ultimately be poured on top. On top of that will then be where the area where the actual different splash pads are. On top of this.
When you say splash pad, what is that?
Well, water, you know, you'll have a gigantic octopus that's 10 feet tall. That water will come out of certain areas and spit water and do, I mean, all sorts of different things.
I love watching you explain this. You're like a big kid, too. A giant octopus right here. See, what will that look like, Gordon? Do it with me. Just a giant octopus right here.
Okay. Have we thought of everything? We hope so. We'll make adjustments.
I'm impressed. I've heard about the nuances of the park and how you're catering this to make sure that everybody's included.
Yeah.
And that, do you ever sleep? I mean, does your brain just keep going? Do you think of new ways?
I like new things, and sometimes I'm working real hard to slow down a little bit, but I really like where I see where people want to work with me in the creation of these things. And that's, again, I can't overly emphasize it, the passion of people to want to help. That's really what makes all this happen. People want to help in so many different ways to help those who have special needs to be included and be involved with those who don't have special needs. So that was the original concept, and when you have a concept and you see that it's accepting, you want to expand upon that. And that's basically what we're doing.
You're going to be back out there on Monday.
Yeah, they're bringing in the Construction and Contractors Guild that is all across America. They're in town for a convention. So they're going to step out there along with some kids from Youth Build, which are special needs kids that are learning a vocation. And they're going to erect some of the walls and start building the actual buildings that are going to house, you know, the majority of the park there at Morgan's Inspiration Island. So it's all about giving back, and it just trickles down, and Gordon's done a great job of inspiring people from all over the world. They're close to 1 million people now that have come through Wonderland, Texas. And yeah, we're excited to be there on Monday to show you other people that are making a difference and giving us a really cool place where everybody can play.
Of course. Coming up, if you haven't worked in a while, career expert Rick Gillis will share 5 easy tips on getting back into the workplace.
And do you remember this woman from Peggy Sue Got Married? Actress Joan Allen is back on TV tonight with the ultimate crime drama that will have you at the edge of your seat. The Family is on KSAT 12 tonight. We'll talk to her and give you a preview of this wild show.
The groundbreaking has begun. Congratulations to Nissan of New Braunfels.
Hey, y'all. What's a bigger surprise than learning you have a twin you've never met? Your name's JJ, too? Whoa! Learning that with Direct Auto Insurance, you can get a low rate and a super low down payment regardless of your driving record. My driving record's not so good. Neither's mine. But you can get covered right now for as little as $29 down. Don't wait. Get covered now with a super low down payment. Now that's a pleasant surprise. That's what I was going to say. No way. What? Yeah.
Now from Hasbro Gaming. Great games for Easter.
Let's play a game.
It's all set up.
You can be the dog.
Come on, it's game time. This Easter, get your game on with a great Hasbro game.
You're not worried I'll beat you.
Kaplan College has always stood for transformation, and now we're undergoing a transformation of our own, from Kaplan College to Brightwood College. If you thought we were good at helping change lives before, wait till you see what we can do for you now. Get hands-on training from real-world healthcare professionals and transform your future with a rewarding career as a vocational nurse. Brightwood College, the school of transformation, the school of brighter futures. Call today or visit brightwood.edu.
General Mills is removing artificial flavors and colors from our cereals, so you can love cereal.
I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
And I'm Bill Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Hammering is in our blood.
Nothing makes our blood boil more than greedy insurance companies.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us right now.
Give the insurance companies a double dose of hammer medicine.
Together, we give stingy insurance companies the old 1-2.
I'm here to carry on my dad's legacy of putting insurance companies in their place. It's hammer time.
Call 531-0000. That's 531-0000.
Joel Dolly with the Mission Open Air Market, a San Antonio treasure for over 30 years. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You'll never know what you're going to find. Open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday on the corner of Morrison Boulevard and Loop 410, and I'll see you here.
We're on TV.
There we are.
It's happening.
Yeah. Getting back into the daily grind can definitely be a challenge for those who haven't worked in a while.
So before you say you don't have any experience or I can't do that anymore, you should not do that, okay? Especially if you're applying for a particular job. We have an expert here today. Rick Gillis is an expert author. He's a career expert, and he's a man who can revitalize and resuscitate your resume with one hand tied behind his back.
All right.
Right.
Okay, I'll do that.
And he's written some great books, too, and these are focused on getting back into the workforce, and they're specifically designed, one of them is, for women.
Yes, and this is last time I was here. I was showing the new Promote book, which I have since recovered. And I recovered it because I realized this message is, I want women to get paid the same. That's really my goal.
That is a big issue in today's world.
And you know what? And I'm not pretending to be the answer to all the ills that are happening. You know, there's a lot of reasons. But this is one of the tools that can get women. You have to promote yourself. You have to speak to your value to an employer.
Right.
And in the world of social media, even Tina Fey this morning has come out and said the male comedians get paid more than female comedians.
The new last week's issue of Entertainment Weekly had Eva Longoria and 3 other actresses talking about how they're not making, and they're trying to make a difference. And they've got some, Reese Witherspoon has a foundation working towards this. Some really good stuff. You know, there's a lot of great stuff out there.
Yeah.
I want to make some noise with this book.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, even Jennifer Lawrence had already been very
She's the one that
vocal
kind of
about
started.
that.
She kind of, that was the rift that started everybody talking.
And so there is the thread, the underlying theme here. Don't be afraid to make noise for yourself.
We're done. Good segment.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Jeff. That is exactly it.
Let's talk about the resume.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. When we're talking about a woman going back to work, and what I did, I actually had not in this book, but in a previous book, I had a chapter in there called The Professional Mom. Because moms do a lot of stuff. You can go to salary.com and look up the Mom Salary Wizard. The last number I saw, a mom's value, if you put dollars and hours to it, is about $116,000 or $118,000 a year.
Yeah,
it's a six-figure number. Yeah, and that's the psychologist, that's the chaperone, the financial advisor. That's all the things that go into being mom.
So you can create a fresh resume utilizing salary.com and of course the Mom Salary Wizard, and then don't be afraid to list what you're currently doing, and you have a great way to do that.
Well, you know, mom can either list herself as the CEO. Let's face it, in my house, mom was always the CEO.
Oh, if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
She's the head of the
unit.
unit.
And if it's going to be, 50-50, maybe she wants to call herself the COO, Chief Operating Officer. But I'm real serious when I say that you create a resume that has that title. And here it is. We're talking tongue-in-cheek. And if you go to somebody and present yourself, and listen, after that statement, CEO, CMO, whatever, you've got to have value statements after that. But the point is, when you go to somebody and present that document, if they don't take it with a little chuckle and then realize this is tongue-in-cheek, you probably don't want to work there. And I really mean that, because there's a lot of value. And last time I checked, almost everybody in the whole world has a mom. Somebody should be able to relate and say, I wish somebody treated my mom like this. Maybe I'm going to do it the right way.
So in other words, be proud of what you've done and list some skills, too, because these are both important.
Right.
There's a whole lot of skills. Let's face it, if you're working with, let's just make up something. Let's say you're a Boy Scout, a den mother for Cub Scouts or something. That's a lot of logistics. That's planning. Those are transferable skills.
Those are organizational skills and more.
Or all organization. Let's face it, from the day mom gets up until night when she goes back to sleep, it's all about organization, and those are transferable skills, what I like to call deliverable skills.
Okay, Rick's going to hang around. He's got more for us coming up on how to start your own business. He's got a workshop coming up tomorrow, 8:30 to 4:30, at the 4 Points by Sheraton on Jones Maltsburger. You can find out more at salive.com.
Coming up, It's the biggest and baddest burger of them all. Jeff will take you to a new place serving this tasty masterpiece in the medical center.
Yeah, it's not far from where you are right now, and stick around. We want to help you make your dreams into a reality. Rick's got those 6 easy steps to start your own business. So why don't you mind your own and come back to us here on SA Live.
It's a brutal double murder that remains unsolved.
All I remember is I was asleep on the couch.
She was only 5 years old.
Tell what happened or why or something.
Tonight, a daughter's 22-year search for answers on the Night Beat.
Were you in an accident with an irresponsible driver that caused broken bones or required surgery? Are you in terrible pain and suffering for what someone else did to you? I'm Jeff Davis, and if you or someone you love broke bones or needed surgery because of an accident, I'm here to fight for the cash settlement you deserve. And if they won't settle, I'll demand a jury give you a cash verdict. Call me at 444-4444. That's 444-4444. That's right, there's only one number to remember, and that's 4.
Critics and audiences are going wild for Broadway's hit musical comedy, Bullets Over Broadway, written by Woody Allen with original direction and choreography by Susan Stroman. Loaded with big laughs.
Please don't speak, be silent.
Colorful characters, showstoppers, and toe tappers. And you've got the best musical in town.
I suggest you get your tickets today.
He's been turned down. Commence operation.
Hey!
You need a car.
I got turned down for credit.
Turned down for what?
For credit.
Sorry, earwax. Turned down for what?
Credit.
Drive time won't turn you down, regardless of credit.
Cool.
Save yourself. Get approved at Drive Time first. Call, click, or visit.
Visit us and see our exclusive living room models that you will only find at FAMSA, like this casual and contemporary 2-piece set with wide track arms, plush cushions, and sleek leather look. Take home the set for only $8.99. Or this modern gray sectional made with solid wood frame, plush cushions with spring support on seats and backrests, and accent pillows. This set for just $18.99. Apply for our FAMSA credit and obtain up to 18 months with no interest. FAMSA, close to you.
Merle Norman's Wicked Lash Mascara is truly one of my favorites. I've worked with hundreds of mascaras over the years. What I like about Wicked is its oversized brush and its brilliantly buildable formula. You get tons of volume, length, and curl, and of course, drama. For me, no look is complete without standout lashes, and for that, you've got to go Wicked. Wicked Lash Mascara from Merle Norman.
Your gift with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
What was it like raising Kanye West? This guy knows. Next Inside Edition.
He believes that he's the baddest dude on earth.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 4 on KSAT 12.
Welcome back to SA Live. I'm Jeff Roper along with Fiona Gorostiza. And First Thursday at the Pearl is going on tonight because, hey, the Pearl has First Thursday and it's the first Thursday. And I was in a bathtub at the Emma Hotel the other night. Really? And crashed a wedding over there. It was a lot of fun. You can see all that on my Facebook page. It's a lot of fun. So congratulations, Lindsay. I enjoyed crashing the party. Fiona and I are here. It's lunchtime. What do you like on your burger?
Ooh, I like all sorts of yum yum. I like avocado. I like onion rings. I like,
there are so many new creations, and I found a place, a brand new BurgerFi in the Medical Center on Huebner Road. They have just opened up. They got a party patio. They have the Bad Burger, the breakfast all-day burger.
Oh.
I want to take you inside and show you how we burn the buns at BurgerFi. Check it out. Hey, it's Jeff Roper on SA Live. We love giving you great news about great new businesses in San Antonio, and John Vale is to be congratulated. He has just opened the new BurgerFi in the Medical Center on Huebner Road, 9630 Huebner. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Way to go.
Appreciate
I know
it.
you're excited. Why
Very
did you
excited.
pick to become a BurgerFi franchisee?
Well, BurgerFi has a lot to offer that other franchises don't. So my first decision in getting a franchise, I was looking into something that separates itself from the competition. And BurgerFi is a perfect example of that. For example, we're all natural. We have no hormones, no chemicals, no additives, no steroids in our meat.
Tell me what the name BurgerFi means, because I didn't realize you could get the internet on a patty.
People get confused with the word BurgerFi. It really means burgerification of the nation, sir.
Burgerification of the nation. I did not know that. That's really cool to know. Burgerification of the nation.
Burgerification of the nation.
When people come in, what would you recommend they try first?
I always recommend 3 burgers. The BurgerFi cheeseburger, the breakfast all day burger, which we call the bad burger, and the Veggie-Fi burger.
And that means bad because it's good.
Very good. We offer onion rings that we beer batter every day. We offer 8-ounce portion of fries as a regular order, and we offer custards, craft beer, and
the list just keeps going.
It keeps going. Yes.
All right. And Steve Lieber is one of the brand ambassadors across the world for BurgerFi. This food makes a difference in every community it comes to, and we're so excited for John and his new store on Huebner Road. And there's some local flavors here as well, right?
Well, you know, we try to incorporate different areas of the market. This is our Kobe beef hot dog done Texas style with a hot chili and cheese sauce on top and a little hot sauce. Oh, yeah. So that's one of our favorites. The one next to it is actually a Chicago favorite. That's a Vienna beef hot dog made Chicago style. And then for the people looking for something a little bit different than beef is our chicken apple hot dog. This is a natural hot dog made with chicken and apple. We made it very plain today with a little Dijon mustard so that people could see how great it really is. It's just a nice option to balance out our menu.
This food, what makes it so special?
Well, we realized that there was a need for natural food for families. Kids are always going to want to eat hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, ice cream, and soda. So we said, is there a way that we could give them that food and make it the best possible for them? So this food is no steroids, growth hormones, or antibiotics ever in its entire life. It's called the Never Ever Protocol, where the only thing that we ever add to our meat is salt and pepper.
Every burger here is special because it is branded.
Yes, it is.
And Candace is the expert on this.
Yes, she is.
So I want to learn how to brand a BurgerFi burger because we want everybody to know how delicious it is. Would you show me how to use the branding iron?
Yes, it's really easy. All you're going to do is you're going to push it on the bun. Not too hard, but just enough, and it'll say BurgerFi. So now it's going to...
But Candace, there's something missing. The middle.
The middle, yes.
We're going to go back and put that in there, right?
Yes, we make these special prep, and then we put them back in our bags, and then we make the burgers.
I'm so excited about this. Would you hold this for me
yes.
while I broadcast and brand this? Because I think this is the way you do it right here, baby. Hey, look at that, baby. That is what I'm talking about. And Steve, we got some delicious drinks too.
Sure, we brought out a Sam Adams Angry Orchard apple cider, nice light alcohol, all natural drink. And then for all you Texans, on tap, Shiner Bock.
There we go. And John, we want to invite people to your new location.
Yes, come out here tonight, 6:30 Huebner Road, to the newest BurgerFi in town. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You can find out more at their website, BurgerFi.com. The burgerification of America. First one finished gets to eat another one.
Oh, man.
BurgerFi. They caught me two-fisted over there. Coming up, it's every parent's worst nightmare with a crazy twist. Oscar nominee Joan Allen gives us the lowdown on The Family and what you need to look for in tonight's first episode of this new crime drama that begins in prime time on KSAT 12.
And we asked you earlier, what's the first thing you notice about the opposite sex? Susie says, their hands. They need to look strong and holdable. You know what they say about hands?
What?
The groundbreaking has begun. Congratulations to Nissan of New Braunfels.
All across America, families are coming back to Time Warner Cable for a whole new experience. That's because we've been working hard to give you better service, and it shows.
We came back for internet speeds so fast, even the kids are impressed. Oh, she's impressed.
We're catching up on movies and shows on demand just as fast as we can watch them.
For $89.99 a month, you'll get 100 meg ultra-fast internet, hundreds of HD channels, and unlimited calling.
TWC's home Wi-Fi is so strong, we can use all our devices at the same time.
So we can all watch whatever we want.
And that's kind of cool.
Call 1-844-380-9660. For $89.99 a month, you'll get internet, TV, and phone. There's no contract, no risk, and our money-back guarantee.
Come back today, and we'll give you free installation with our exclusive 1-hour arrival window.
Feels good to be back.
Come back today. You'll get free installation, TV equipment, and Epics included. And ask how you could get a $300 reward card. Call now and welcome back.
Hey, y'all. What's a bigger surprise than learning you have a twin you've never met? Your name's JJ, too? Whoa! Learning that with Direct Auto Insurance, you can get a low rate and a super low down payment regardless of your driving record. My driving record's not so good. Neither's mine. But you can get covered right now for as little as $29 down. Don't wait. Get covered now with a super low down payment. Now that's a pleasant surprise. That's what I was going to say. No way. What? Yeah.
Critics and audiences are going wild for Broadway's hit musical comedy. Bullets Over Broadway, written by Woody Allen with original direction and choreography by Susan Stroman. Loaded with big laughs.
Please don't speak or be silent.
Colorful characters, showstoppers, and toe tappers. And you've got the best musical in town.
I suggest you get your tickets today.
The Aaron's March Shoot and Save event is here. Get ready to save because this entire month you can pick up a scratch-off card in-store and save 25 to 50% off your first month's payment when you start a new lease agreement in-store with no credit needed. Or just $25 get you started on a new lease agreement at Aaron's.com. Watch the next game on a Samsung 55-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart TV for just $99.99 a month. Or on this genuine Italian leather 3-piece sectional for just $119.99 a month at participating stores. Make a fast break and save in-store with a scratch-off card during the Aaron's March Shoot and Save event.
Come back to SA Live. We've got some brand new shows coming to KSAT 12, and that sacred Sunday night time slot is oh so important, and we're going to give you a sneak preview tonight of a new show that you've seen on ABC. Joan Allen is a 3-time Oscar-nominated actress. You may remember her from Peggy Sue Got Married and Nixon and The Crucible, along with so many other things. A familiar face bringing some star power to ABC. Welcome to KSAT 12, and congratulations on the new series, The Family. Hi, Joan.
Hi, nice to be here.
This is so exciting because you're teaming up with some other big stars to bring us a new show that I want to say has all of the mystery and suspense of Scandal with some of the Desperate Housewife elements where the neighbors are at each other's throat and you're a politician. So this is a recipe for great television.
It really, really is. I mean, there is a lot going on with different characters, different, family members knowing certain things and others not, and it really keeps you gripped.
When you see the teaser for it, we know that I guess it's your son has been missing for 10 years and has shown back up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And Andrew McCarthy's character did it, and he lives across the street.
Well, he was presumed to have done it, and he has been convicted and incarcerated for 10 years, and then once the boy returns, that story changes for him because he was wrongfully convicted.
All right, Joan. Now, you're obviously you're a mom. You're a mom who's been heartbroken, and obviously you moved on with life, and you're still grieving probably. So this is throwing a curveball. What character do we need to pay attention to tonight on the premiere episode?
I think you need to pay attention to all of them. There's really, it really introduces the reunification of the family, and it's just kind of setting the stage for, you get enough of a flavor of each character to go, oh, that guy's kind of like that, and so I think you'll get a really nice introduction to each character and kind of where they're coming from, their general sort of temperament, how they view things, how they react to things. It'll give you a really good grounding.
So you've done movies. I know you've done some things on Netflix, and this is exciting that this is on network television. How is that different from the way things are going in the world?
Well, I think there's a lot of really good work on television, a lot of really great writing, and I'm very excited to be working at this time and working in this medium. I know many actors are really overjoyed at the amount of outlets and types of writing and storytelling that are happening out here, and it's giving people a lot of different opportunities that we're all really excited about.
I would love to come play the part of a wacky cousin if you all would have me and maybe end up as a corpse. Will that happen on the show?
Okay. I'll talk to Jenna. I'll take that down. We'll keep that open. Keep that option open.
Again, I just need a couple of lines. I almost have a SAG card. Just get me in, and I'll lay in the yard after it's all over.
Okay, Jenna.
And just
all right, we know you're ready, willing, and able.
Well, yeah. All I have to do is lay there. Yeah, we need some more drama on TV. Joan, congratulations on this. It premieres tonight, and its regular time slot will be on Sundays here on ABC and KSAT 12. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff.
Remember her and Peggy Sue got married?
Yes, and she was in the Bourne movies, right? Remember?
Oh, yeah, she was in Nixon and The Crucible and all that kind
so
of
much
stuff. That's tonight on KSAT 12.
All right, well, if you think, hey, wouldn't it be great to quit my own job and become my own boss? I know, we're out of here.
No, you can't do that, people. You can't do that. No.
Listen, but the good news is it can happen.
And it should. And it happens all the time.
Careers expert Rick Gillis, No Kin to Dobie, he's here and he's got books and we're promoting ourselves, and you got to ask yourself some questions, you know, especially if you wanted to start your own business.
You know, the first thing I have to say is you got to have a passion for it. You got to want to really do it. Would you do it for free? If you do it for free, you should probably try to figure out a way to create a revenue.
So what's the first thing people should do if this is the avenue they want to go? What do they need to take into consideration?
Well, I'll tell you what. Build a business plan. You want to do some focus groups. You want to take it out and shop it. And don't focus group with your best friends, because they're all going to say, that's a wonderful idea. Go focus group with some people who are going to be hypercritical. Maybe you can go to one of the colleges and get a marketing class to come in and really rip your idea apart. I mean, I've done this before where I had what I knew was $1 million idea. Guess what? It wasn't. Not so much, you know? So it's a matter of really putting a plan together. I know you wanted to talk about SCORE. That's my favorite.
Yes.
SCORE.
Tell people what SCORE is, because I had no idea.
It's the Service Corps of Retired Executives. It's a program put on by the SBA, which is sba.gov, score.org, I think. And these are retired professionals in the community who host classes and will one-on-one with you and talk to you about your business plan. They'll help you design a plan. You got to get the financing, and one of those things is, I will say as well too, you got to be prepared not to create any revenue, not to make any money in the front end. Hopefully you make it for the long end, but you got a lot of things you got to pay for.
How long can we be prepared to not make any money, Rick? This is concerning.
You know, if you got a spouse who's bringing home a regular paycheck, that's the best way to do it.
Right.
But if not the case, I'd say you got to really seriously think about financing it, having a serious nest egg put away for maybe as much as 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, because you know, you got it's the last thing that happens is profit.
Right.
The first thing that happens is inventory, salary, utilities, facilities, all those things. And then you got to pay your taxes and licensing fees and all that stuff, and you got to pay yourself. Now after that, what's left over is called profit. That's what keeps the business alive and going well. So we all watch Shark Tank. You know, we love it, Shark Tank. And you see those business plans and they say, but what are you taking home for yourself? A lot of people aren't paying themselves in the front end.
That's a mistake.
And it's a problem. An investor won't go in. If you can't pay yourself, why would I pay you? Because you're going to use that money to invest in yourself, start paying yourself. The bottom line is passion, a plan, and go to SCORE, because like I said, and I looked, San Antonio has an office here, and it's free. They'll rip it apart for you. They'll tell you what's, and I did use SCORE when I was a very young man, and that's why I didn't go into that business, because they told me, they pointed out what I was not aware of.
Which is always good to have that knowledge with you.
It is, and I will tell you, we'll go back to the other piece too. Be prepared to promote yourself.
Right.
A lot of us are really getting better and better and better on social media. That might be the way to go out and test the waters.
Yeah, find your focus group there and go, what do you think of this idea?
Because people will be very honest when they're behind a screen.
Oh, well, yeah, because, I mean,
you think?
Yeah, people are crazy.
And, of course, you've got a workshop tomorrow. Tell people where.
I do. It's 4 points.
4 points,
It's at Loop and Jones Maltzberger.
All right.
Alamo PMI is sponsoring it. It is open to the public.
All right.
Limited seating.
For more information, of course, on that, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the S Scene on SA Live tab. We'll be back with more after this.
That is so smart.
The Ashley Home Store Anniversary Sale is on now. Save 15% store-wide or get no interest until 2021. That's the whole store, hundreds of items. 15% off or get interest-free financing until 2021. Hurry in. The Anniversary Sale is on now at all 3 San Antonio Ashley Home Stores.
Driving hard to the rim, there's the dunk. It's good! It's March, and that means baskets at DQ. The DQ all-white chicken strip country basket, DQ's all-beef steak finger country basket, and DQ's crispy fish country basket with golden fries, Texas toast, and DQ's legendary country gravy. Right now, put even more slam in your dunk with DQ's limited time jalapeno gravy. Chicken, steak, or fish baskets at DQ. That's where we stop in Texas.
Kaplan College has always stood for transformation, and now we're undergoing a transformation of our own, from Kaplan College to Brightwood College. If you thought we were good at helping change lives before, wait till you see what we can do for you now. Get the hands-on training you need to become a medical assistant in as little as 9 months. It's time to transform your future with an exciting new career. Brightwood College, the school of transformation, the school of brighter futures. Learn more at brightwood.edu.
There is a better place for you at Argent Court Assisted Living, a place where you're given that special attention you deserve, where you'll find a caring staff to make life more enjoyable. Enjoy recreational and creative activities, make friends and share delicious meals, or enjoy your privacy in your comfortable suite complete with kitchenette. Senior years can be wonderful years at Argent Court Assisted Living, serving seniors with great care.
New and improved. You'll see it in chips, shampoo, and shaving cream. But an auto parts yard? Well, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. The home of the lowest parts price guarantee introduces new and improved pricing. Complete motors and transmissions now with even lower prices. Over 4,000 parts cars guaranteed to save you cash. Try us again for the first time. You'll see bright, smiling faces and new lower prices. Pick and pull. For over 30 years, still home of the lowest parts price guarantee.
The Ashley Home Store Anniversary Sale is on now. Save 15% store-wide or get no interest until 2021. That's the whole store, hundreds of items. 15% off or get interest-free financing until 2021. Hurry in. The Anniversary Sale is on now at all 3 San Antonio Ashley Home Stores.
Melinda McKenzie is here to tell us how we can look 13 years younger in a matter of seconds almost.
Yes, exactly. Hi, how are you?
Good. Good to see you. Your smile is beautiful.
Thank you. You want to know why?
Yes.
There's this new product out called Power Swab.
I've heard of it.
Taking the country by a storm. You can whiten your teeth in 5 minutes by pulling the stains off first, adding moisture in before you whiten.
It doesn't dehydrate your tooth.
Right?
If you have more than many, that would be teeth. And it makes them more vibrant.
Right.
I've used the product. I know it works. It doesn't hurt.
Right?
And you feel minty fresh.
And you feel minty fresh, so it doesn't matter how many teeth you have. But the great thing is, if you invest in your teeth and you have caps, crowns, veneers, for the first time ever, you're actually able to take those stains off, which is really important.
I know, and it makes you feel younger when you can smile and not be ashamed of it. Did you see that picture of that woman just a minute ago? She was looking at me, smiling.
Right, and here's the thing. You know what? We spend a lot of money on our skincare or haircut or clothing, but if you don't spend just a little bit of time and money on your teeth, it is going to affect not only the way you act, but the way people treat you. So in 5 minutes, we want to do it in an affordable, healthy way. You want to swab with me?
Yeah, let's swab.
Okay, let's swab. So Power Swabs are swabs. The first swab is the stain out swab, and it says right there on the swab. So the great thing is you just pop it open. You don't have to measure anything, and it goes directly on your teeth.
There it is. It's pre-measured as a Q-tip. Even a man can do this, right?
Even a man can do it. That's my favorite thing about it, really.
Well, it's really simple, and you don't have to worry about those trays. It doesn't sting.
Tell me how it tastes.
The strips don't cut into your gums.
Right.
It tastes really minty fresh.
Thank you. So it's a 5-minute process total. You do this part in 2.5 minutes. And remember, what we're doing here is we're pulling the stains off, but we're also adding the moisture in. If you've ever whitened your teeth like you talked about earlier, it hurts. Your teeth get very dehydrated.
Yeah.
With Power Swabs, you're not, because it was created by a dentist and he knows what he's doing.
And you get 6 shades whiter in a week.
In a week. 2 shades in 5 minutes. We tell people take a picture first before we do it. So you do that first part, 2.5 minutes. Now your teeth are prepped and ready to go. You've added the moisture and you've taken those stains off. So now you're going to whiten.
This is simple. Here it is again.
Pop it open and you're going to start whitening your teeth. Now, the pictures they were showing before, it's clinically proven
proven. It's patented technology. Really take a picture before you go, and then that dramatic anticipation of whitening the teeth.
It's really good.
So it tastes good. You can do it on the go. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is actually taking the country by storm because everybody wants white teeth. The reason people stopped whitening their teeth is because either it was too expensive, they had sensitive teeth and gums, and they just didn't want to take the time. Dr. Ginniger created this, and he was listening to what his patients were saying, so he resolved those issues.
With Power Swabs, it's simple, it's easy, and it's cost-effective for a family person like me, like a mom or a dad or a grandparent, to go, hey, I've been smoking, I've drank coffee, I eat chocolate in my teeth, and they need to be brightened up.
Exactly. And the great thing about whitening your teeth here is that you're doing it in a healthy way. Remember, it was created by a dentist. This was available in dentist's office only for the first 5 years. Now it's available only through television sales to keep the cost down. And if people participate and say they saw this segment, they're going to get 3 of my favorite things, which I know is yours too.
Those are great. I keep one in the truck, I keep one in my desk drawer, and it's immediate whitening anytime you need it. And it makes you feel better when you go into a meeting or maybe a party or something like that if you haven't had time to freshen up.
So if people call in and say they saw the segment today with you and I, they're going to get free shipping. If they participate in the buy 2, they're going to get 1 free. Remember, you only need to do it every 6 months, so you can actually send some to a friend. And if they participate in the maintenance program, they're going to get some free tooth gloss. So it's a very exciting New Year special.
So you get even more free stuff in the new year. All right, powerswabs.com. Call 1-800-489-5040 because you're aging backwards. 1-800-489-5040. You'll look 13 years younger in just a matter of days.
Join our preferred savings club and save at my5starcleaners.com. My 5-Star Cleaners, my 5-Star value.
What's a bigger surprise than learning you have a twin you've never met? Oh, learning that with Direct Auto, you can get a super low down payment for as little as $29. Now that's a pleasant surprise. Don't wait. Get covered now with a super low down payment.
Thanks for letting us come into your home each week. We pray for you, and we're believing that you're going to see God's goodness in amazing ways. Stand still, and you'll see God deliver you. When you remain at rest, Almighty God fights your battles. Everybody around you is going to have no doubt the God you serve is an awesome God. I promise you this, every time you turn us on, we're going to try to inspire you, to challenge you, to help you become all God's created you to be.
Get new floors during Empire Today's best sale, the half price sale. Half price on beautiful new carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate. Plus, half price on quality professional installation. That's half price for your entire job. Empire makes flooring easy. See samples in your home, get a free estimate during your appointment, and your floors are professionally installed. It's Empire's half price sale on floors and installation. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. For over 10 years, Bargain Barn has been San Antonio's home for great deals on just about everything. But what Bargain Barn's really good at is furniture. Our sources for rustic furniture, sofas, and recliners make amazing deals possible, and we make financing easy. And Bargain Barn is helping your tax refund go farther than ever to furnish your home just the way you like it. Plus, those same great deals can be found on all our mattress brands, too.
Furniture is more affordable than ever at Bargain Barn. Come see us on Eisenhower Road.
There's no better time to play and stay. Corpus Christi, Mustang and Padre Island. Memories made here.
All across America, families are coming back to Time Warner Cable for a whole new experience.
We came back for internet speeds so fast, even the kids are impressed. Oh, she's impressed.
We're catching up on movies and shows on demand just as fast as we can watch them.
TWC's home Wi-Fi is so strong, we can use all our devices at the same time.
Come back today. You'll get 100 meg internet, TV, phone, and more for $89.99 a month. And ask how you could get a $300 reward card. Call now.
What's a bigger surprise than learning you have a twin you've never met? Oh, learning that with Direct Auto, you can get a super low down payment for as little as $29. Now that's a pleasant surprise. Don't wait. Get covered now with a super low down payment.
Hey, I'm looking at you. Hey, it's Jeff Roper with Window Depot. This is Ron Mertz. Hey, Ron, how are you? It's good to see you, my brother.
Hey, Jeff.
This is the best window on the planet. It's the triple pane, man, state-of-the-art window. Window Depot has these, and we've got a special we're going to pass along to our SA Live viewers. But what makes Window Depot windows different?
It all starts with, first of all, instead of doing double pane like we have right here, we divide it into triple pane, an extra piece in the middle, and that acts mostly like a radiant barrier, so we do not have the heat transfer from the outside in, any cold air from the inside out.
Well, single pane obviously is no good. Double pane is kind of a has-been, and triple pane windows mean
it's halfway there.
Yeah, really, because you can also insert krypton gas in there too, right?
That's right. We have argon gas, or today we're going to be talking about krypton gas, which is much more energy efficient than even argon.
Okay, show me the demo here, because this is the proof.
Well, first of all, most of San Antonio still has single pane, so we put that in front of it, and we feel that. Does that feel hot?
Well, I can feel the heat coming through of that,
And that's why this little indicator is going round and round and round.
It's heat powered.
That's right. So we pull up the next one right here. This is all the double pane people are selling in town. Low E, argon, and to be fair for them, we got to
we'll stop it.
Spin it.
And watch
it'll
it.
start picking up. Instead of going that 100-mile-an-hour spin we saw, it'll only go about 50.
It's still hot,
Ron. Much better.
It's still warm.
And then we go out here and let's put the triple pane in there. We put that triple pane right there. Fill that one, Jeff.
Okay, I'm going to put my hand right here, and I'm not touching the windmill there, but it's actually cooler.
Look, coming to a complete stop.
And it's going backwards.
Now we're getting a little bit of that cool air coming from the inside, and yet if we start, let the heat, look, it'll stop that cool, come right back around.
So what you're telling me is the triple pane window insulates the house, makes it more comfortable, and obviously keeps the warm air in when you need it or the cool air in when you want it.
That's right. And that's what we have the most of, but also the reverse in the wintertime. We can keep the cool air out and keep your warm air in.
Okay, and so what do these go for? How much?
Thousands and thousands of dollars, but we're going to make a special today.
Okay.
You want to give it to us? We're going to do 10 windows for $38.95 plus installation. And for the first 10 callers, we're going to have a free upgrade to Krypton, and that's about a $100 value per window.
Okay, so that's 10 windows for a total price of $38.95 plus installation.
That's right.
Okay, now these windows are really tough, too. I was looking at the screen on this thing, and they're easy to clean,
Isn't the screen unique? Most people have those little tabs on the bottom. They pull the tabs off at the time. You squeeze it to one side, grab a hold. Jeff, fill this here. Twist that.
Now, this is the screen on a Window Depot window, and normally those things are, wow.
Normally you can just bend
you
them
can bend them, but
That's right.
this is.
And why is it
tough.
designed that way? It's designed that way because really hot air rises, and so what we want to do is when we're all going to open our windows, let's take and pull the top down. Here we are from the inside, and we just slide the screen right up.
These are easy to operate.
Just like Grandma and Grandpa, they knew to take the hot air off the top.
And what about cleaning?
Cleaning. Push the two tabs. Always want to lift up an inch or two. Let it down to clean the outside from the inside. Top, we can do the same thing.
All right, we want you to get the special. Call 210-764-3871. Go to WindowDepotTX.com and tell them you saw it on SA Live, 764-3871. Thank you, Ron.
Bet.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
764-3871 coming back on SA Live.
It's time to replace your windows. Call Titan Remodeling, your KSAT.com local expert.
Have a smartphone?
Join the KSAT News team by downloading the new KSAT Connect app.
When you see news or if you have a story to tell, just shoot, share, and you could make it on air. Your pics, your video.
Join the KSAT News team with KSAT Connect.
Wake up early and beat the clock for the biggest savings on CertaPerfect sleepers and Beautyrest mattresses at Star. The earlier you shop, the more you save on the best selection of the most comfortable mattresses in town. Huge savings Saturday. Star Furniture.
The best kept secret in auto insurance?
The savings really surprised me.
It's not a secret anymore. It's auto insurance through AAA Texas. You could save an average of $381 with a list of available discounts as big as the Texas sky.
My agent kept finding more and more discounts for me. Who wouldn't be into that?
I immediately thought of our girls. It could help with their education. It meant a lot for our family.
Compare our savings to Geico, State Farm, or Allstate. Why pay more?
I'm getting great coverage at a great price.
Best of all, get the service we're famous for.
Definitely. You want that peace of mind, right? You want the reputable company, and that's the whole purpose of having insurance.
The secret's out. What are you waiting for? Call AAA Texas now for a free quote. And here's another little secret.
It was actually really easy to make the switch.
Call 800-705-5406 now. You could be saving hundreds on auto insurance, just like these Texans. AAA Texas. So easy, so smart, so switch.
We know you love data. Now you can love more of it. Boost Mobile gives you tons of data at crazy low prices. And because we know you always want more, only Boost grows your data free after 3 on-time payments just for being a customer. Plus, Boost always has your back. We're not like other carriers who shut you off if you get busy and forget to make a payment. Don't put up with that. Stay connected and get extra days to pay with Boost. What are you waiting for? Switch to Boost today to get growing data, extra days to pay, and for a limited time, get a free 4G LTE phone.
People come to us because they need help, and help is what we do best.
At Villarreal and Bingham, we take a different approach. We focus on what matters to you.
Insurance companies assign you a claim number. We don't. We make you a part of our family.
We take pride in making a difference in people's lives.
At Villarreal and Bingham, we respect our clients, and we demand that others respect them as well.
Villarreal and Bingham. Call 777-HURT and don't settle for less.
Wake up early and beat the clock for the biggest savings on the freshest collection of gorgeous rugs at Star. This Saturday, the earlier you shop, the more you save. Huge discounts on rugs. Hurry in and save. Star Furniture, different by design.
Friday on GMSA, the food truck craze taking shape here in San Antonio. See how this week's Flavor Fave has become a big hit.
Well, it looks like our temperature roller coaster is going to be continuing. Will you need a jacket Friday morning when you head out the front door? Find out the latest 4:30 to 7 on Good Morning San Antonio. We'll see you then.
Bye. Tell your mama hey.